What's up, Alex?
Not
Still hot?
Yes,
If
still
anybody's
hot.
watching- Okay.
Oddly enough, yeah. Oddly enough, we have to film early, so still hot.
I'm sweating right now, man. We're recording
Oh.
like 2 episodes at once, guys, and it's just
Yeah.
it's so hot, dude.
It's terrible.
It's really bad.
Again, we shouldn't complain.
We
There
shouldn't
may
complain.
be comments on our
By
last
now, we will have known
Don't
because
complain.
we
It's
asked it
not
in the
that
last
bad.
episode
Yeah.
how hot it is in India. I'm sure it's. Yeah, we saw in this movie how hot it can get. Actually, the movie we're about to talk about.
Yes.
In this movie, Kahaani this week.
Yes.
I can't wait to talk about this Hindi language thriller back in 2012. And what?
This is
way-
way. This is way.
Is the way I
Hindi
said it.
language thriller.
Dun, 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 dun. And yeah, it came out in 2012, which I'm starting to learn was quite the year for Hindi language films. We'll talk about this later, but we got some bangers that year, but this is one of them too.
Seems like
Yeah, seems like it. But yeah, let's just get right into it. So the plot involves essentially this pregnant woman who believes that her husband went missing in Calcutta. And she originally is from London, so she travels from London to Calcutta to figure out what happened to her husband. And along the way, she gets the help of the local police, and it explodes into this entire adventure of dealing with this organization called the NDC and the what I would suspect is like the CIA of India. I forgot what it's called. Is it the IB? Was it
the IB, yeah,
or something like that?
Yes,
right?
Yes.
And it starts to sort of grow from a missing husband's case to this guy that they're trying to find who was the cause of a terrorist attack on a metro train that killed everybody on the train years earlier. So it's this thriller that involves like who did what and who is who, and that's what the movie is. And I want to start with you. I do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I do want to start with you. I want to start with your review of what you thought of this movie. Keep in mind we're in a bit of a small thriller phase right now because we just did Drishyam 1 and Drishyam 2. And so there's another thriller entertaining thriller that we're covering. So Alex, what did you think of Kahaani?
Ed, I thought this movie was great. I really enjoyed this movie. I loved the runtime. It was nice and short and succinct. It was 2 hours.
2 good hours.
Good hours of just everything kind of mattered. There was no wasted scenes. I enjoyed Vida, not Vida,
not
Vida with
Vida.
a V, who's played by Vida. Vida Balan. Vida Balan plays Vida Bachi. I enjoyed her arc in the film. The ending, I didn't really know where it was going, so I was like, "What the fuck? What is happening?"
Yeah.
But yes, I thoroughly enjoyed this movie through and through. A lot of our comments said that it was a thriller, the best thriller. I don't know if I was on the edge of my seat the way I was with Drishyam 2. But it's definitely the best Indian mystery we've seen. It might be the only Indian mystery we've seen, but it's the best one we've seen by far. Like it's a very, very good
up
film.
There.
It's up there.
In our short list.
In our short list of one, it's one.
That's a good. We should make that the title. That's really good. It's one of one, baby. That's where you want to be. One of one.
That's right there. Yeah.
That's a great. No. I love that. That's a great review. I like it. That's good.
What did you think of it?
I basically had pretty much a similar reaction. I really liked it. I enjoyed myself very much. I especially loved where the movie ends up. That was really, really exciting and fun. I really, really like that. We'll talk about that more in a little bit. But I will say the one thing about the movie that isn't amazing to me is where we may disagree, because you mentioned how you kind of didn't think there were any wasted scenes. I actually thought the basic issue I had with the film was that I thought the plot was stretched pretty thin. Because after a while, you're following not Kahaani. I was gonna say Kahaani. You're following Vidya, and you're following Rana, who is the her sidekick sub inspector who's helping her out.
Yeah.
And the kind of rookie cop, and it eventually kind of just becomes like them going to a place, getting information, going to a place, getting information, and at the end of it all, you kind of just keep going like, well, we still don't know where the husband is, and it's still this. By the way, the other part of the plot is that the IB is actually trying, or not the IB, but the cops are trying to figure out this guy, Milan Damji. Milan Damji is like the supposed terrorist who looks like the husband or whatever, you know.
Great pronunciation.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
That was so good. Yeah.
But yeah, there's that whole plot. And so everyone's just wondering, are they the same person or they're not? Like, oh my God. And it's like a lot of that. I honestly think that this could have been an hour and a half. It just seems to kind of go on a little too long. That being said, I really pretty much liked everything else about it. I thought the characters were well thought out and they're all fairly likable. We're going to talk about our boy Faisal, by the way, too, because he's great. And there's some great set design and there's so much set design that I thought that was really great. Every place they go to feels real. It feels like really lived in, and it really sets you into the situation. I thought that was really really well done. And there was like a small romance thing between Rana and thing that I didn't think was necessary, but it's
I thought it was weird at one point.
It was a little weird.
Yeah,
there's this like kind of
because at that point you think she's still married, you think she still has a husband.
Yeah, there's this one particular part that was kind of odd with Rana kind of rethinking, like having a daydream about being close to Vidya. I was like, what the fuck? Okay, this is getting a little weird, bro. I don't know if this is not going anywhere. A little weird. But also Bob was amazing. You know, like all these characters are so good. So it felt a little Bourne Ultimatum mixed in with like a mystery kind of thing. And
I don't know if I would call it thriller, but the mystery parts were great.
Right.
Can we start with Bob?
Yes, please, because he was one of my favorite parts.
That is every Hollywood movie. Take note. When you cast somebody to play an assassin, I don't want to see Jason Bourne. I don't want to see Ben Affleck. I don't want to see Brad Pitt. I don't want to see another beautiful guy, Idris Elba. Oh, look at this! Look at this!
Yeah.
You see Idris Elba in the subway station, you're probably like, that dude's the killer. No, you're so unsuspecting of this guy. Yes. And it's so brilliant to make him just this stone cold killer because nobody knows it. And yet nobody knows
it's the most likely in the real world, I think, to have like someone that looks like this who's psychotic. I'm glad you brought him up because he's also one of my pros. I have it in capitals here. Bob the life insurance killer is fantastic casting. It's Bob just he's life insurance. Is it life insurance, right? He's is it life insurance? Yeah. The irony of that is beautiful. And again, the casting is perfect. It was like Mindhunter Psycho level, and every time he's on screen, you're like, oh my God, this guy makes me feel sick, but also I'm scared of him. He's really, you're so good.
This guy's a loser, but I'm terrified of him.
He could have a whole movie onto himself, and I would watch it. That's how good that casting was.
Bob the serial killer or something like that.
Bob is so good.
Oh man,
Bob is so good.
That was stole the show. Like from
100% stole the show. I will say, I thought it was a little stupid. His demise was a little dumb, like the way, because like he pulls out his gun. He's about to shoot Vidya from behind. I'm like, there's people around you, bro. What do you think you were just gonna get away with this? And he accidentally like shoots a guy in the stomach. It ultimately leads to his demise. I'm like, that didn't make any sense. But
I see. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. I would agree. It
didn't make sense. It's fine. But Bob is still great. But yeah, you. Anyways, that was a great pro. Let's go. Keep going. Other pros. What else did you like?
I loved. This was our first time, I think, seeing Vijay Balan as she was the lead playing Vijay Bachi.
Yeah.
Her arc is just phenomenal. Wonderful. She does a great job. She's a fantastic actress.
Wonderful.
She owns the scene in every single scene she's in. She carries the movie. She really elevates it to a grand level, in my opinion. And I loved pretty much everything about her character, including the twist at the end, which we haven't talked about yet.
We'll talk
about it. You want to talk about it now?
Okay, I mean, keep going with your thought, but then we'll talk about it right after.
Like the twist with her end when you get to see what she's actually doing there and how it all came to be and came to fruition. And because the movie starts out with this bus scene and you're just kind of like, what?
Yeah. What? At first I was a little confused because I was like, oh, that's an interesting beginning. And then it kind of just drops it. No, it doesn't drop it. It's just that you realize it's not as crucial to the main story as as what you think it's going to be. Because I was thinking, this looks like Mission Impossible 2. Like, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah, exactly. Dude, so like, she's so great. And she's like one of the best female protagonists I've seen that I can remember in recent history, like years. 100%. I mean, like, obviously we just had Indy 5 come out here and we had Helena Shaw, played by Phoebe Waller-Bridge. And you're just kind of like, what's her purpose? No hate on Phoebe Waller-Bridge. She's fine in the movie, but like, you're just like, what? What are you for? You know? But this is like, she commands the screen. Every scene she's in, she's in charge. You know where she's going. She has this like presence to her that's so good. She was my second favorite part of the movie behind Bob, which is funny that the serial killers both are like one of our favorite parts.
100%.
Yeah. What are some of the pros you liked besides?
Well, to go off Vidya just really quick too, I could 100% agree. Just really quick, I think she was phenomenal, and the idea of this type of thriller being led by, we learn more about her later, but she does play this innocent mother. And this wife. She's just kind of this normal person, and it takes a very special kind of actress to sort of understand, I think, how to use that that costume of a character to fit in this world and to get you to sympathize with her, and how she commands a screen with mostly men. Like, it's wonderful. And she absolutely kills it. And I think it also a testament to the writers. I think they gave her, they rounded her out perfectly against these, again, formidable men. You have Faisal and like both of them on screen at the same time. She gets her own in those scenes. It's wonderful. So she's excellent.
Yes.
Excellent. I get this more than why people love Piku. Not going to go into it anymore, but she's fantastic. All right, to go with more like what I really, really liked. Let's go into Faisal. If we're already going to characters,
Khan. Sorry.
It's funny you say that because in my notes I have Faisal in caps and just exclamation points. I'm like, oh my god, he's in this movie.
We should say his actual name.
Yeah, which is Nawa, which is really hard. And I'm sorry. Nawazuddin Siddiqui, I guess,
Siddiqui,
right?
Yeah, I think we got that.
The guy, I'm sorry, but the guy is fucking the Al Pacino of Hindi films. He just has this freaking look to him. It's this presence that he's just gets off in his demeanor and particularly his facial structure. But like, when he says out, it's like I get reminded of Al Pacino, like the way he delivers it. It's just with such, I don't know, gumph. He just has it, and every scene he's in, he commands like his own scene. So you just have wonderful characters here and performances, and he's ruthless. He's ruthless in this movie, and being dynamic with that kind of character that Vidya is, who's like this innocent woman, is like what a dynamic, and they play really well off each other. So he's fantastic, easily one of my new like go-to actors I want to see in every Hindi film. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like, think about the 3 films we've seen him in. He's completely different in all 3 films. You know, Gangs, he's this like kind of overly skinny drug addict who has to take over the reins, and he has these moments of just like terror, but never, I don't know if you're ever like truly terrified of him.
Right.
And then he's like this unassuming guy who cuts his onions on his briefcase in Lunchbox, to get home to his wife.
You're forgetting about that.
Yeah. And now he's a IB, I guess, like a CIA agent who, again, like you said, commands the screen and demands respect. And he's just really, really in a phenomenal talent.
I think he's by far like one of the top I've seen for sure. 100%. Like true actor. Yeah. And he just owns every single one. He's phenomenal. He's absolutely phenomenal. Yeah.
I loved him.
Yeah.
I loved. I even liked Rana's character. I didn't get annoyed with him. Every character was great. Every character
Played
was
his
really
part.
well. Yeah, played his part. Was well done. He never overshines her.
No.
You know, and like it's great. Like I want to take this script and like give it to Hollywood and say, hey, Hollywood, here's how you write a female character for modern audiences that people won't hate.
Yeah, and this
Nobody's
is 2012, by the way.
Yeah, this is so well done and well crafted, and it's brilliant when you find out the twist, which I think we should talk about now.
Let's go.
It's so good. About things we liked.
So good.
So you find out that they're looking for Milan, and they're trying to find him, and it turns out that Vita herself is an agent. Basically, she was working with.
Well, not a real agent, though. She's not actually an agent, but yes, I hear what you're saying.
Right. I mean, she's like basically an agent, right? She was there on the mission to do it. And, you know, she has the cover of a pregnant woman because a pregnant woman is unassuming. And she has this great scene where she pulls out her belly and you're just like, oh, fuck. She was never pregnant.
It's so good.
Oh, damn.
It's so good. And what's brilliant is that, like, before that moment, he kicks her stomach. So
good point. I forgot.
Okay? So this was interesting. Is what I love about this screenplay is that I actually had a theory that she's definitely not who she says she is exactly. I knew there was going to be something with her, whether it's that she's actually pregnant or whatever. But in that moment when he kicks the stomach, it's depending on how you reacted to that scene shows like how good that screenplay was. Because even though I had that in my head, when he kicks her in the stomach, I went, oh, like I believed that she was the mother that she always was the entire movie, or that she was posing as the entire movie. And that's how good the screenplay was. Because even in the doubts in my head, I still in that moment I was like, no, she's just like the innocent mom, and you just kicked her fucking baby. What the fuck? And then of course. Not true.
Yeah, she turns fucking assassin Black Widow on him.
Assassin, yeah, man. Just
stabs him in the foot, stabs him in the neck. He's crawling away. Just like empties the barrel into him. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah, it's a wonderful scene. And you think at first what I thought was she was gonna pull out a gun. And then when I realized she was pulling out her stomach, I went double like,
oh yeah, it's a big fake out because she has the gun from earlier. Yeah.
Yes, exactly, because she had that. You knew she was capable of firing a gun and killing someone. I was like, God, good writing. Like, fuck, dude, that's so good.
This screenplay is fantastic.
It's fantastic. It's a good screenplay.
Yeah, and then we get a little bit more of her background, and then your heart just breaks for you realize that the connection's finally made that her husband was on the train. The person she actually was looking for turned out to be dead the whole time. He was on the train where 100 people died from this chemical agent, whatever it was, this terrorist attack. And when she found out, she ran to his side and she fainted and she lost the baby. So like you get this heartbreaking backstory where it's just like, oh man. And then she has that really like vulnerable scene where she's saying, I want my baby back. I want Arnaud back. This doesn't fix anything.
Yeah,
it's just like, oh man, oh man. It's rough. Yeah, she's like a female Jason Bourne. She was really great in this. But like,
it's why I brought up Bourne because it very much feels like
different twist. Yeah, she's not gonna outpower anybody, but she's gonna outsmart you.
Yeah, absolutely. To know that she had been doing that since the beginning is like, wow, that's really cool. And like, you believe it, you completely believe it. And she's wonderful. And I like the idea that again that she isn't even like really an agent. Like she did that because of ultimately because of personal matters, but she was strong enough to do it. And I love that. I think it would have undercut her a little bit to think like she was actually a agent that has been trained to do this for 20 years. The fact that she isn't that, I think strengthens her character even more. And I think it would have been an easy, choice to had made that to like make her, she was like an agent and blah, blah. So I'm glad that they gave her, that to work with and not throw away sort of like everything she worked for in that moment. So that's
a very, very well put point. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Was there anything, what else? Is there anything else that you really liked before we go into cons? What else did you sort of?
Anything else I really liked? No, I mean, it all kind of centers around Vita and Khan. And Bob. I mean,
so is there
it's just the
anything
performances that I liked. Bob.
Yeah.
What a great name for us.
Seriously, it's so good.
Killer.
It's so good.
It's great.
What is there anything you didn't like about the movie?
Well, I know you're gonna say the length.
I'll just talk about that in a second. Yeah.
I didn't find the length to be that.
Well,
bad.
no. It's not. It's not the length. It's just that I thought that the movie. I thought the plot repetitive. Was spread out too thin. That's what I was saying.
Okay.
I thought it was just too thin. There were some parts where I was like, again, I guess I'm going into it already. So like, to me, it just felt like there were points where after they would get to a place and figure out new information, it seemed like it didn't really move the needle that far in the main narrative. And it just kind of, after a while, just kind of felt like, oh, we're just leading to the same conclusion each time. It didn't feel like it was pushing the narrative far enough based on how many places we visited, which is a lot, which is cool. I like it. I like that they thought about this, thing that deeply, but I wish they kind of just sort of made it move further each time. It didn't really feel like it moved too far after a while, but it's fine. Overall, I still thought it paid off and it was good. So that was my one like sort of big criticism about it, why it's not perfect and why maybe like I would watch Drishyam 2 over this or something like that, right? So that was me, but maybe you disagree. But what else?
I think when you point it out like that and you say it like that, I definitely can see how that would be a con. Like, I completely understand. Like, hey, it feels like we're going nowhere.
It feels right, exactly.
Over and over again.
We're not really getting to right.
And you're right. That is a bit of a con. But other than that, no, I didn't really have too many cons with the film. I thought it was really well done. The editing was good. The color looked good because it looked real. Like you said, I'm sure they shot in Calcutta. Maybe not. Somebody can answer that.
Seemed like real places for the most part.
Yeah, but it looked really gritty, especially when they go to like the old data center office.
Oh, the data center. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and like that scene was great.
Oh, absolutely.
Them trying to break in. I thought the good moments of comedy, there was quite a few that worked well.
Yeah, there were sweet moments, right?
Sweet moments with the little kid there, and Rana kind of figuring it all out, and I had pretty much no issues with it.
The only thing that just felt kind of a little out of place, and it's like, well, you might as well go there if you're going to go there, was Rana falling for her. I just thought that was like, okay. That was
weird.
It was enough for him to just like, when she was close, she was like hacking into the computer or whatever. He's right there, and she like leans over him, and that's proximity pheromones in the air and whatever. That was enough. But there was like a subsequent scene where he's going home and he's like daydreaming about it. I'm like, okay, I mean,
it's
kind of a little creepy, a little weird,
a little creepy, and
it doesn't go anywhere. So I was like, okay, didn't need that. She's not pregnant.
She's taken, bruh. Sort of. Also, towards the end of the movie, like I think if they took away a little bit of the going nowhere bits and gave us just a tiny bit more of the ending, I think it would have been a better film.
Yes, you're,
because it was quick.
Yes,
it was quick. It was like 5 minutes and. So that would be something I didn't like.
No, that's a great point. I actually, you said exactly what I was thinking. I think it could have been, but I would have rather had a little more at the end where they maybe just a little bit more of like what was the aftermath of this,
right.
Just seeing a little bit more from each character of like how this big reveal sort of like reshaped their minds about something. One more quick scene with Faisal and being like, man, she was fucking good. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, or Rana being like, okay,
Rana explaining this story a little bit more, I think would have helped.
I agree with you.
But maybe that's a little far fetched. He's like a rookie cop, so.
But I agree with you. Yeah, something like that would have been, I think, better in placement of just sort of like one or two of those scenes where they go to a place and it's like whatever, it doesn't really go anywhere. So I agree with you. That's a good point. It would have been nice to have seen a little bit more of that end there. Yeah, that'd have been cool. Yeah,
cool.
This one was pretty quick, but because it's hard. When you like a movie, it's like you're just hitting all the good stuff. It's like you don't want to go too far because it's like, well,
We're just going to be repeating ourselves.
Yeah, I feel we're going to repeat ourselves, but it seems like we both love this movie. It's really great. And I would agree. It's just a really strong movie. It was made for 80 million core only, and it made 1 billion core. So it's no surprise that then there is a sequel to this movie, which I had no clue.
Yeah, the sequel's weird, right? Is the sequel worth watching?
Yeah, let us know about that. I kind of clicked into the Wikipedia here for a second just to kind of see what, like, is this real? Like, is this is it the same person? Like, is this real? Is it Vidya? So what's interesting, I didn't want to read the plot because I don't want to like spoil myself, but what's interesting is that when you kind of look at the character names, it's different. It's the same actress. It's not the same like names though, which obviously in this movie you can tell like it's not even this, like she was using a fake name the whole time, but I don't know if this is like a direct continuation of the last movie or if it could be just like a whole nother. So what it says here up here in the wiki is that it's a spiritual sequel. So not a direct sequel, it's a spiritual sequel, which typically means it's not maybe directly connected to that first movie, which is kind of intriguing now that I saw that. I was like, huh. Okay, so would you want, I mean, what does that make you think? That it's like they were trying to make a sort of, I don't know, another hit. They knew they couldn't. Yeah, like an anthology movie with the same
character like, actress in a different place. Like, what's it called?
What do they do that with? So we have something like that? I forget.
The Daniel Craig one that I didn't like that came out last year.
What? Oh, Knives Out. The Knives Out movies.
Yeah, Knives Out. The one that I thought was a little dumb.
Yeah.
So maybe like
that. Yeah, maybe.
She's just in a different situation, but you're right. It was a different name. So.
But like her, I feel like her story should have. This person's story is definitely done. I don't know how. What does she do? She becomes like an agent. I don't know, which would seem kind of silly. But
is Faisal in it?
He's not. There's no one else in this movie. I'm out.
I'm out. Faisal's not in it. I'm out.
Dude, I would love a movie with that character and like her character, you know, needing to team up again or something. Like he's like kind of disgruntled, like, yeah, okay, you fucking got me, but we got to work together now. He has like a newfound respect. I fucking would love. I would love it. I'd love that movie. They're so good together.
Yeah. But the chemistry was great in this. Everything was. Like you said, there's not too much we can talk about. I guess my question would be, where would this go in your mystery thriller realm? We got on Dudadon, we've got Drishyam 1, Drishyam 2, coming soon, Drishyam 1, Drishyam 2, Malayalam versions. That was a terrible way to say that. I'm so sorry. Malayalam. And Kahaani. I think that's all the ones we've seen so far.
If those are the ones that we're playing with, I mean, I would put Drish. Oh, no. I think I put Drishyam 2 at top. I'd put Ananhund second. Fuck. Yeah. Right now, I'm gonna say Ananhund, and then I'm gonna put this one, and then I'm gonna put like Drishyam 1, and what was the other one? Did I miss one? Yeah. I think that's right. That's how I put it.
No, you got them.
Yeah, okay. And then you?
Damn. I think I'd have to go Drishyam 2. I did like it more than this one.
I did.
Then Kahaani, I'd put this one second.
Okay, second.
Mm-hmm. Then on Dudadon. And then Drishyam 1.
Okay, yeah. So fairly the same, just gotta switch over.
Fairly the same. Yeah. I would. And Dudadon is like so close to this. Because that one is like, it's a comedy,
right? As
well, so it's like really, really funny. Like there are moments of that movie I think are hilarious.
Yeah, I do too.
But yeah, this movie was fantastic, and like it's not a big jump for me from Drishyam 2 to this movie. But
gotcha. Yeah.
But yeah, I think. Let me ask you this, because I know we watched this on our laptops versus our TVs. Do you think that played a role?
Nah, not for me.
Not for you?
No, I don't think so. No, I don't think this is the type of movie that I think plays
play a role like that.
Between the size of the screen or them. Yeah, no, I don't know. I think so. Not for me, but you think so? for you?
I don't know. Part of me thinks maybe a little bit. Like if I got to see
don't
this
blame you,
on my bigger screen, I think I would have liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
I don't know. I don't know. So I guess 2012 continues the trend of really bomb movies from India.
And I think if I don't know if there's anything left in 2012, let us know because they've been pretty great. But what a year. But this is it's wonderful. So really great, strong movies coming out 2012. If you got any more thrillers, because we seem to love thrillers.
Let us know if we should watch this one. It's on this similar movies here on my Google. Says, No One Killed Jessica.
Whoa. Never heard of that one.
So yeah, but
that sounds good. Or and should we watch Kahaani too? I'd be interested.
Oh yeah, should we watch Kahaani too? Is it worth it?
Yeah, is it worth it? Is the spiritual sequel something that we should check out? Let us know. Yeah. Interestingly enough,
should we watch Talash? The Answer Lies Within. It's got Amir Khan and Faisal in it.
Bro. If he's in the movie, I'm watching it at this point.
It also came out in 2012.
Oh, dude, he had a year, man.
Dude, yeah.
Dude, that guy had a year.
Yeah.
What a year.
Because Gangs came out.
Yeah.
Right? That's right.
So wait, Lunchbox was... When was Lunchbox?
Lunchbox like 2016, wasn't it?
No. That was 2013.
Oh, just a year after.
Ish, yeah, I guess. So not as far out.
SRK, he's got 3 movies coming out he got Patan, Jawan, which we were talking about before the pod.
Yeah.
And Donkey. The end of the year. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know about that one.
Yeah.
Nice.
Shit.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm so ready.
You guys gotta let us know. Should we watch Talash? The Answer Lies Within.
Yeah. There's whatever you got. But thrillers, let's do it because these are fun. These ones are fun.
These are fun. These have been good.
These are fun to watch. So
yeah.
Guys, that's it for this review of Kahaani. Please like and subscribe and hit that bell. We got more Indian films coming on Tuesdays. There are American films on Mondays when we got big ones coming out. I think we're going to be doing Mission Impossible, right? That's coming up for sure.
Mission Impossible next. And we're
Battle of Destiny is, if you haven't caught that, that's the last one we did. So watch that one out.
Something. Skip it. Wait till it's on Disney Plus Hotstar.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Then we got we're probably gonna cover Barbie up next in the American space.
You're gonna make me watch Barbie?
You don't want to watch Barbie? Come on, man. Let's watch Barbie. Bro, Barbie is looking to beat Oppenheimer, which is no surprise. People are gonna be watching that more than Oppenheimer. So
yeah, that's not a surprise. That's gonna beat Oppenheimer for sure.
I'm gonna watch Barbie for sure.
I'm gonna watch Oppenheimer first.
Okay, fair enough.
But I mean, maybe we'll watch Barbie. Why not?
Come on, watch Barbie, bro. Come on. I've heard some stuff. Barbie. We won't get into it now, but I've heard some stuff that might intrigue you as to why there's probably going to be some talk about this movie after it comes out. But anyways, yeah. So there's that for American stuff, Indian stuff, and then
we eventually will start reviewing anime again. We're just delaying starting to watch One Piece. We said we were gonna watch the whole series, and
that's exhausting too. But we'll do
big feat.
The live action trailer just came out, so it's imminent. It's imminent.
Can we watch it before watching live action?
Oh my god, bro! I mean, when does it come out? I don't even know when it comes up, but maybe. I doubt it, but maybe. I really doubt it.
I doubt it too.
All right, guys. Let's keep getting on the road to 1K, and we love you. Thanks so much. Bye.
Bye.